Hey guys, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Doug Best Show. It's late night. We here. See if you guys want to have like a little late night dinner with me. My senorita cook. I'm starving, guys. We're here on the Doug Best Show, and I want to invite everybody that get an opportunity to watch us tonight. To subscribe. We're not gonna be long. This is my dinner. It's about 11:30 at night. Today is Thursday. Man, I'm tired. Are you tired?
Almost Friday.
Almost Friday. You got to pull the microphone up to you. Yeah, how you guys doing out there? Just my senorita. We just want to just share just what happened with us today. We went to Fresno City Council inauguration. I forgot to get Nick Richardson cap in there. We seen my man Nick Richardson. We left at 10 o'clock because I had to come open up Best Taxes. And this my senorita. You tired?
A little bit.
A little bit tired?
Yes.
And you got to talk
I
to the
am.
camera. Pull
My
the microphone up to you.
my eyes are almost closed.
We want to get home to our cats. And today, we was there at first. I want to just tell all the best tax clients. You see, we here. It's 11:30 at night. 11:30 at night, and I got the front of this building so lit up. I seen the Fresno police helicopter pass by a little while. I couldn't see up there, but I could hear it. Thanks, guys, for passing by and keeping an eye on us. I don't want to
Yes.
go outside. It's cold.
At the beginning, you said, "Why they are coming too much?"
Yeah,
Let us.
before, but now we're glad
Yeah.
they passing by because it's late
It's
night.
so important that they
It's so
was
important that
watching
the
us.
police department keep an eye on best taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, all the businesses for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, today we went to the city council meeting today, and guys, I'm seeing if I can articulate this. Is anybody up out there? It's 11:30 and it's 11:30 exactly. Today is Thursday.
Everybody say hi.
Everybody say hi. I'm gonna I'm gonna upload it to to YouTube later on tomorrow sometime. But what we got to do is I just wanted to come and just give a perspective about what I seen today in the Fresno City Council. I'm not a politician. I'm totally independent. I'm totally independent in what I do. I'm a businessman. And here, and I want to thank all the people that's been coming to Best Taxes and all the people that's been subscribing to the Doug Best Show. And why did I create the Doug Best Show? Today I went to the Fresno City Council and I seen they had the Honorable Mayor Jerry Dyer and they talked about how he's been uh, he's been politically active for 44 years. And I was just sitting there and I was just watching. I looked around the arena and I said, man, I looked in there and the gentleman Nick Richardson and his wife invited us to come there. He was so gracious to come to be on the Doug Best Show before he got elected. But he's a city councilman for District 6 out there, where all the money's at. He came here and, we went up there and told him that, we had to leave. It's 10 o'clock. Because you know how politicians, they'd be talking and talking and talking. But we had to get back and
Mm-hmm.
come to work. How did you feel?
I'm okay.
You okay? And then, guys, so this one what I noticed when I was there. I looked in there and it's about 5 or 6 Mexican people that's only I guess they call it the Daisium on the platform, city council members and different people from other departments. But what I noticed when they were all talking, there's no black people there
No.
at all. None. Zero. Nothing in the power structure at all. Nobody. I remember about 2 months or so ago, you guys, I was on here and I went to the mayor's office. I went to his church to get him to come to be on the Doug Best Show. I don't do no begging. Don't worry about it. When we on the Doug Best Show, they watch this show. So it's just like, if you in the city of Fresno, you got to know who's who. I'm a leader. I'm somebody. But I'm an independent leader. I'm not beholden to nobody. But the point that I'm making that, in the whole power structure, there's no black people. Is anybody out there? Maybe nobody's out there, but I'm going to talk to you anyway. This why I created the Doug Best Show. So look, I'm in a position where, we don't have to be here. We could be in a home in Mexico if we wanted to be. But we here. And I went there today and I seen all the people there. I seen the great guy, my friend, DJ Kreiner from St. Rest Church. Great guy, great leader in the community. I seen my other brother I love, BT Lewis from Rising Star Church. And I seen another black guy in there. I didn't even know who he was. I tried to speak to him, but he didn't acknowledge me. And then, about 20 minutes into the meeting, we had an old black guy came in there in a wheelchair. You see him?
Sí.
He came in there and he couldn't stay that long. So it was 5 black people in there. Nobody's in a position of power. This is what I seen today. I'm not a politician. I ain't trying to be no politician. I'm comfortable where I am. But it ain't supposed to be like this. And then what did I deduce from the meeting? It's one Mexican guy, Aries. I guess he's the city council for West Fresno and for the Tower District. And he talked about how he was like, one generation or 2 generations, from his family coming from Mexico. And so they could
From
talk about
Guadalajara.
from Guadalajara. See,
Yeah.
yeah. And my senorita's from Guadalajara. I don't got nothing bad to say about it. I got a Mexican wife right here. I'm talking. But what the point that I'm making, there's no black people down. There's not one black person in the power structure downtown. That's why I created the black. This is why I created the Doug Bess Show. So we created the Doug Bess Show so we could have these discussions. I can't get on Channel 30, Channel 24, or Channel 47 and talk about nothing like this. And I'm just making an appeal to all the brothers, powerful brothers, the leadership here. Man, come be on the Doug Bess Show and let's talk about it. And this is what I noticed there. There's no black people down there. So if I want to go see Mayor Jerry Dyer, they got some gatekeepers that don't apply to me. So you would have to go over there and talk to, Bob Johnson or Bill Wilson, and he's a black guy, and then they're going to make sure he's okay, and then so you got to go to one of the gatekeepers in order to talk to somebody down in a position of power. I'm just telling you what I see. It don't apply to me because I don't need to go talk to nobody if I want to talk to somebody. If I have to track you down, I'm talking to you. Yeah, but guys, it shouldn't be like that. So this is another thing that I noticed. I seen Gary Bredefield, and they talked about him being a firecracker. What does that mean? That means that how when we together and somebody's a rebel rouser, they not taking no BS. That's what they were saying the guy Gary Bredefield is. But what happened, guys, most of us black people, we not one generation from immigration, like Aries was talking about the Mexican people. What the situation is with us, when they 1 or 2 generations, into integration and their family's been here for a couple of generations, they assimilate into middle class. But what happens to us black people? Most of us don't assimilate. We assimilate from welfare back to welfare, or some kind of way on the social trough where we keep feeding. And so the thing we be 1 generation from welfare and the penitentiary. And so for us to move from the welfare, from the penitentiary to the next generation of being in the middle class, it don't happen that much. In my particular instance, I got 1 daughter, she's middle class, she worked for corporate America. I got 1 son, he's middle class, he worked for corporate America. I don't work for corporate America. I only work for the people. I work for me. I'm independent. I got another son, and he created, his name, they call himself So Fresh to Narrow, his name, Doug Jr. He created a clothing line. And so he's trying to send from having to go back and forward in the criminal justice system and to send to middle class or go higher. So what's my point that I'm making? Man, them guys down there, I listen to all of them talk. All these guys are friends. You got Aries, you got Chavez, you got Bredefield. They be down there at City Hall for 12, 15, 20 years. And once they term out, they go to the supervisors' positions. Right down the street from the city to the county. And they're still on the state trough. They still on the public trough where they're getting whatever amount of money they're getting. But we as the black people, we ain't got nobody. Nobody in the power structure. If I'm lying, anybody out there, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna share this thing, share this thing, share this thing. If I'm lying, if something happened in the city of Fresno, how can we go down there and talk to the mayor? They ain't got nobody that's gonna speak up but me and Floyd Harris.
That's why it's so important the education.
Yeah, the education is important, but we
Yeah,
need
that's
access. We need access and we need to create some relationships. So, guys, that's what I'm talking about. For all the powerful black guys out there in the city, man, let's get together and let's talk. We don't have to agree. We don't have to agree with everything. That's what I noticed that they talked about today down at City Hall. So they talked about how they have different agreements, different disagreements with different ideologies and personal thoughts. I see you looking a little nervous, but don't worry about it. What they gonna do? I paid for all this right here. That's why I spent all my time, in the streets outside, going through the criminal justice system, cleaning myself up, being upright. So now when I go down there, I can see what I see and I could talk about what I'm talking about. That's why I'm here on the Doug Bess Show. It's 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. I see that look in my senorita. She's like, don't get too passionate. Of course, I'm going to stay passionate because we don't have no power. We have no power down there at City Hall at all. And guys, we look at Donald Trump. He's the president of the United States. But really, when they make laws on the federal level, it trickles down and affects us down here. But really, down in the cities, the city council is the ones that's got the power. If you got a power with code enforcement, your city councilman could help you. If you got a problem with the police department, your city council or the police chief is local. But we have no power in the city at all. I'm just, it took me all these years because I grew up outside. Outside, for the people out there that don't know what I'm talking about, I grew up in the streets. But I always had good sense. But now I got a little older. And so now I'm starting to branch out and see what's going on. What they got down there right now. And guys, I'm not being disrespectful to the mayor, to none of the councilmen, none of the supervisors, the chief of police, and nobody. But ain't nobody down there that's going to help us. Black people. That's why I created the Doug Bess Show. For the people that's out there that you don't have a voice, you got a voice now. Because this is what happened when they opened up the social media, when they created the computers. Now we got access for, even though you might not know it, the mayor could be listening to me right now. Nick Richardson could be listening to me right now. Sparkle from down there from CMAC could be listening to me right now. The chief of police could be listening to me right now. DJ Kreiner, BT Lewis, Biner down there in the black church over on California and West, so they could be listening to me. Who knows? Terrence Frazier could be listening to me. Hey, guys, I'm talking to the brothers right now. Say, man, let's get together and come on the Doug Bess Show and just talk about it. What good is it for you to have that knowledge, to have that access, and a young cat out there on the street can't get access to you? But he'll see you on the social media. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And to my son, today when I came back and just, what a coincidence, this is how God works. He said, Pops, he was just talking about, when you go around white people, man, do you think you got to change your voice and you got to change your mannerism and you got to act like them? Hell no. Never. You ain't never got to do that. But listen, I see you, Senorita, over there. And listen, I'm talking to my son right now. And Darrell, Paper, and all them youngsters out there. Man, listen, I'm telling you from experience. There's two things. I'm going to walk you through it. And I want you to listen to me. Somebody going to listen to me out there. They got a couple of rules. And rule number one, I read the book, Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power. The rule number one, first law, never outshine the master. And I don't know whoever the master might be. It could be your boss. It could be your supervisor. It could be somewhere that you're going that you're trying to introduce yourself. No, you don't want to go in there and be belligerent. You want to always be respectful, always be courteous, and always be polite. And, not try to alienate the people, but under no circumstances. If you're around white people, you go to any other. I'm talking to you now, son, Jr., Doug Jr. And when you're talking to your other young blacks out there, listen to me, man. They ain't gonna tell you this because I'm independent and they gonna do whatever they gonna do, they gonna do it. But I'm doing everything correctly. Listen to me, son, and paper. You guys over there on Fairmont over there, listen to me. No, under no circumstances do you have to bow down. But sometimes you gotta always use diplomacy. And sometimes you gotta compromise. But you ain't never gonna get in no position. I don't care if it's the mayor. I don't care if it's Donald Trump. I don't care if it's the chief of police, if it's your parole officer. You gotta always show respect. But listen to me. You ain't never gotta go out there and bow down. And when you leave, you feel horrible inside. No, you don't do that. You don't have to change. You just have to make the adjustments. You're always black. Don't never try to go nowhere and give somebody else too much power over you. Sometimes this happens. I didn't did this before. I didn't try to yield to them so much. I said, excuse me, sir. That's not my normal temperament. You want to always be courteous and polite. I'm talking to you now, JR. I'm asking the question. I'm answering the question. Now somebody else got the same question out there. You want to be courteous. You want to be polite. You want to do everything correctly. But you ain't got to be no punk under no circumstances. Because you got to remember, most of them cats that you know that you got fear of, they not more powerful. They not more intelligent than you. The only thing that they have usually is a position. Is a position. And then people can immediately tell. They can immediately tell, if you didn't give your power, your internal power and your internal strength and your internal spirit to them, just because they got a position. I'm talking to you, son, right now. And whoever else listen, don't never do that. I'm telling you as a strong black man, as a leader, as a father, and just as a leader in this community, don't never do it. If any of you youngsters out there, you listen to me, you want to be correct, but you don't never have to give your power to nobody. So why don't we get on here tonight? We haven't been here in a while. My senoritas look like you're getting scared, huh? Don't worry about it. You're scared of white people. But listen to me. Listen to me, guys. Today we went to the city hall and I didn't see no black people down there in the power base. And I just wanted to get on here and talk about that. Okay, I love you. This is about 11:45. She's tired. I'm tired. We're going to go home. And I just want all you guys, if you like what I'm talking about, if you know somebody that like it, if you know somebody that want to be on the Doug Bess show, just call me. Let's get together and let's talk about it. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to agree on everything. You don't have to be a black guy to come get on the Doug Bess show. We could just sit up and talk, and that's what communication is all about. And I'm gonna close. I thank you, Senorita. I see you tired. Is you tired, mama? You ready to go home? I'm ready to eat. It's 12 o'clock at night and I ain't ate all day. I've been at work. Okay, guys? I'm your friend, baby. I'm Dougie. I'm on the Doug Bess show. It's late night. It's 15 to 12. You guys tune in every time you see me and subscribe. Go to YouTube. Type in the Doug Bess show. And I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I'm finna go home. I'll be back at work at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll be up at 7:30 exercising. Thanks.
Good
Senorita,
night.
good night. You tired, baby?
Yes. I have to go home and see the cats.
Okay, let's see right here.